TFA is there.
So sometimes there is a network, sometimes there is a browser cache issue or network issue. Just go to the sign into console that upside there. Yeah. So just I'm logging. See, such kind of it is just asking for the passkey. Actually, it is in my system. That's why the sir unable to log in into his system. Now see, if I just log in, it is able to. You can see that I'm entered to my AWS console. Okay. Now you can able to see this is the console. Here you can able to see the all the recently visited services like EC2, EKS, billing and cost, IAM, S3, VPC, and everything. Okay. So once you have the AWS account, you will be able to see such kind of interface here. You won't able to see this recently visited. It will be show initially empty. Okay. So here you can able to see settings, and here you can able to see various regions are there, and it is your account ID. Okay. So these are the various regions present over the globe, and inside these regions there are various data centers. And these are the regions. I will just select Ohio or Oregano region because technically it won't cost you most. It won't cost you more money in that region. If you are using the free services, it won't cost you any penny. But if you are using the services like T2 medium, T2 micro, these are the type of the instance. I will show you when I will create an instance now. Okay. So it will cost you. And there is a happy news for all the new AWS creator who are creating the account like in the month of August and June, July, or the August. They are getting the $100 credits in their account. Okay, so if you are creating your AWS account today, so you will get that $100 credits in your account. So keep remember that. Okay, so just I'm selecting one kind of region here. You can select any region. I'm going with Oregano region here. Now, so initially I will teach you how to create a EC2 instance. Okay. So before creating the EC2 instance, I just want to know, you guys know what is the EC2 instance and why we use the EC2 instance. If you are familiar with that, I will directly show you how to create the EC2 instance. Great. Okay. I guess everyone know what is the EC2 instance. In the short, it is just a virtual machine. Okay. Okay, those who don't know what is the EC2 instance, EC2 instance is a kind of like elastic compute cloud. It is a virtual machine, okay, which is provided by the AWS for us. Or in short term, I can say I'm just buying one kind of machine from the AWS on the rental, pay per use purpose. Okay, yes. In short, you should remember this. Okay. Now, see, when I'm just selected my region, I will go into the search bar and I will search for the EC2 here. Okay, you can able to see virtual server in the cloud, and just I will click here. Now it is taking me to the EC2 C. Now, once I search, you will find here the launch virtual server. Okay, just I will click here launch. Now in the AWS, there is no need of any coding and anything. It is just a form filling method to create a EC2 instance. Okay. See, so here what is asking to create EC2 instance, you require a names and the tags. So I will just give a name as a my EC2. Okay, my EC2 as a, I'm just giving a simple name, my EC2. Okay, the name has been given. Now, the main part is this application and the object image, Amazon machine image. Now, as I told you, why we are using the EC2? EC2 is a kind of virtual machine which will provide like a virtual interface to us. Okay, now what virtual interface? I want to use my Mac OS, or I want to use my Windows, or I want to use a Linux. So for our field, for mostly for the DevOps field, like which is my field, I use mostly prefer a Linux as my machine. Okay, so I will just select this Ubuntu as my machine, which will which the Amazon machine image will provide me the image of this Ubuntu. Okay, so I'm just selecting this machine. It is the Amazon machine image. So keep remember, like AMI, whenever any interviewer in the future, if you are going to hire companies, or whenever the interviewer asks you what is the AMI, just tell them it is an Amazon machine image in which we can select our own machine. Okay, own server. So basically, I'm just selecting this Ubuntu as my server. Okay, and it will just give the specification of this image. See, Ubuntu server 24 LTS, SD volume, and everything. Okay, and here is something AMI image ID also. Now, where to use this AMI image ID? When you are learning a Terraform as a tool, which is the infrastructure as a tool, in which you will create your own EC2 instance using the code. That time we will use this AMI ID. But right now, don't need that much of hectic. Okay, so I'm just selecting this AMI image, and this I'm just selecting this image. Let's verify just specification of this machine. Now, instance type. Okay, so guys, right now I'm using the old AWS account. Okay, so in this account, like it is the account I created in the month of April or something. Okay, so okay, my voice is coming, no? Sir, hello.
Voice is coming, but
Just
your
a second.
screen
Just
is
a second.
not. Yeah.
My screen is yes, yes. I'm just back to this screen. Okay, listen, guys. So my account is right now old, but in the new account, whoever will create a new account today or in the month of August, they will able to see that T3 Micro, T3 Medium, and some another machines are given in the services. Okay, right now the T2 Nano is like T2 Micro is free, but who will create account today or in the month of August, they will able to get the T3 Micro. So don't be get confused. It is the same. Okay. So I'm selecting the instance type at T2 Micro. It is freely eligible for me, free tier eligible. So I'm just selecting this. This is my instance type. Just like CPU, guys. What is the instance type? This is a CPU I'm buying from the AWS. Okay. If your application is 2 tier, 3 tier, big application is there, so you will require a big CPU. And if your application is small, or if you are just using for practice purpose, just go with the T2 Micro. It is the free eligible and you can use freely. It is okay. Great. Now the main important part comes here. Key pair. Key pair. So now what is the key pair? So basically, at AWS work on the asymmetric cryptography. You know what is the asymmetric cryptography, in which we require a public key and a private key concept. Okay, many of you know about the blockchain technology, and in with that concept, in the AWS you use the asymmetric cryptography. That is, it need to create a RSA key. Now you know what is the RSA key? It's something Relvez, Shamir and Aldamine key. It's something name is there. Okay, keep just search on Google what does it mean by RSA key. Okay, so we required authentication. That's why we will create a public key and a private key, and that's why it is used to. It is saying create a key pair. Okay, just I am creating the new key pair, and the name I will give it as a. Now there are various key, so I will just give some unique name. Okay, just I will give. Okay, Dev. Okay, just I am giving just unique name here. Okay, just I am giving here a unique name, and I am selecting a key pair type as RSA. Okay, now what is RSA? RSA is a asymmetric type cryptography in which we require a two key pair, public key and private key. Using the public key, we will crypt, and using the private key, we will decrypt the message. Okay, just see. Now just I am creating the key pair and see. Okay. Once I created the key pair, it will download a private key inside my it will download a private key inside my system. Okay, so how I will download it into my, there is a folder name as the DevOps. In this folder I'm just downloading this my private key. This is my private key, guys. Okay, which means after creating this key pair, public key will be go towards AWS, and the private key will be stored into my local. And using that public and the private key, we will just connect to our EC2 with our local. Okay. Okay, my key pair. Are you able to understand this key pair concept? It is basic. It's just like you, whenever you want to connect your instance with your local, you require a key pair. Because without authentication, AWS can't. AWS won't allow to connect any instance. Okay, great. Now, see network, and just I'm allowing this HTTP, HTTPS. It is just a port, guys. SSH. It is working on port number 22, 443, and 80. These are kind of ports. Okay. And the configuration storage, it is 8 GB3 will be okay for basic, for like. Okay, now here on the right side you can able to see the summary. Here summary, in the summary I am just launching the one instance. Now what if I want to launch the two instances? Just I will change to 2 here, but right now we want only one instance. I am just putting the one instance here. Software image is AMIC. Software image, what kind of software image I am using? Canonical Ubuntu. See, as we selected here Ubuntu here. Okay, next version, virtual server type, which means what is our CPU type? It is a T2 Micro. It is just a basic CPU, which is just a basic CPU with 1 GB RAM. Okay, basic small CPU. Firewall security, new group SCG. Okay, so this firewall and security groups will be more will learn more deeper into the Terraform session whenever it will be get conducted. Okay, in future. And the storage I'm just giving the 8 GB and 1 volume. Okay. and just I'm launching the instance. Okay, just I'm launching the instance. See, the instance getting launched. Okay. Okay. Successfully initiate the launch of the instance. If I go here, now there are various instances are already present in my my EC2. Now this is Docker and continuous. It is my previous EC2s, my EC2, and it is pending. It will become. Just I am refreshing the screen. As it is getting initializing, it will show initially pending for 2 minutes, and other it will get in the running mode. See, now it is running and it is getting initializing now. See. Okay, are you able to understand how I create a EC2 instance? Great, great, great. Okay, now creating the EC2 instance is so easy, but how to connect it with your local? Okay, how to connect it with your local? Now, what does it mean? What does it mean by local? Local is just your laptop, guys. How to connect a server, which is remote server, to your local? Okay, for that you are able to see here. This is the Git bash. Okay, the Git bash is a kind of terminal in which we can able to run our some Linux commands. Okay, so just I request you all, if you don't have this Git bash, please install the Git bash. Okay, so I'm just opening the Git bash. Git bash you can able to find on just go simply type here in how to install Git bash. You can able to install this terminal. Okay, while creating the key pair, I told you that I am just saving my public private key inside the DevOps folder. Okay, so I will just go inside the DevOps folder. CD, my DevOps folder in the OneDrive desktop DevOps. Now, sir, what is this? This is just a Linux command which saying change directory from OneDrive to desktop to DevOps, where my actually the that Swada keys keep. Okay, I'm just show you. Just a second. Okay, see, this is Devswa. This was our PEM key which we created, and it is stored into my this folder. See, you can able to see there are various PEM key are there. So these are the various private. To connect this server, you can able to find here connect. I will just go here connect, and here you are able to find in the 4-way you can connect, but we can use the 2-way. One is instant EC2 connect and another is SSH client. So we need to use the SSH client because we have the public and the private keys. Okay. See now, here is our private key. That's why we will use the SSH client. So first what is saying, open the SSH client, locate your private key. See, I just open my this SSH client, which is my Git bash. And here I just located my private key, and you can able to see I'm into that folder where my private key is located. You can able to see here. Now what is run this command if necessary to ensure your key is not publicly viewable. So basically this is the command to change the permission, file permission. Okay, so it is a Linux command, guys. chmod is a kind of Linux command which is used to file permissions. Okay, so I will just run the third command, and it will just change the permissions for our file, which means it my file will be not publicly viewable. It will be just readable. It cannot be executable or not writenable publicly. Okay, now EC2 connect using the public DNS. As we don't have right now DNS, we will not run this command. It is not required to run fourth one command. We will directly run this example command. Okay, and just I will put and enter here, and it is asked for auth. Now see, in this stage it is asking, see, ed25519 is the key print SSH, which means it is asking that like in your system there is a private key, we have a public key. Someone is trying to connect the instance and we have a public key. Is your system having the private key? Yes, my system having the private key. I just put enter and yes, and enter, and yes, see, you can able to see we are connected to our server Ubuntu. You can able to see I'm just clearing the screen, and yes, we are just connected to our newly EC2 instance just created now. Okay, are you able to get how I created the EC2 instance and how I connected EC2 instance to my server? Just you require this Git bash, guys. If you tried it on the PowerShell, it won't work. Okay, don't try it on PowerShell. PowerShell, it is the terminal for our for our Windows, and for Mac OS, I'm unable to recognize it. But try on the Git bash. Okay, yeah. Now, right now we just learn our first service, which was the EC2. Now there are the various service in the AWS, like Elastic Kubernetes, EKS is there, S3 is there, VPC is there. Now, like Amazon is shifted towards the AI agent, and they have created a Bedrock. Bedrock is a kind of agent, like it is more in the trend right now. Okay, so we'll study it afterward. But now just we'll see about what is S3. S3 is used. It is a bucket. It is a kind of service in the AWS used to store the thing or store the thing. You can store like any material in the bucket. It does not have any limit. You can store an entire movie inside it. No worry with that. But mostly S3 is used to store the confidential data due to its high security reasons. In S3 bucket, there is more security and high security, and you can able to like uh, able to store your confidential data, files, everything in the S3 bucket. Okay, so I will just show you. See now when you go like I will show you. Okay, now the same step I will go here in search bar. Here in the search bar, I will just create a S3, and you can able to see scalable storage in the cloud. Okay, I'm just clicking there. Now you can able to see there are various buckets present over here. I'm just creating a new bucket. Okay, you won't able to see this because the new user, they will have everything empty here because you didn't create any bucket. Okay, just I'm creating a new bucket. Now what is it asking? Keep remember, the bucket name should be unique. If the same bucket name it find all over the globe, it will just reject that name. The bucket name should be unique. Something unique name I will give here. Okay. So I will just give unique name like my buck and what is 2036. Okay, like something unique name I'm just giving. And see, you can just remember in which region you are creating the bucket. I am creating in US, Oregano, US West 2 region. Okay, because I am just in this region. In different region, you can create a different buckets. Okay, right now I am in the US Oregano region, and that's why keep remember this region. Okay, bucket name I'm just giving, and simple. Just after giving the bucket name, if you want that your bucket should be accessible to the everyone, just remove this, untick this, block all the public access. But if you want to store your confidential data, you just click it everything. It will just give you this kind of security: block access to the bucket and object granted to the new access, block public access, which means public like the people outside who are unauthorized people can able to access your bucket, basically are able to see what the inside your bucket is there. Okay, whatever the message or whatever the codes is present. Okay, and no need to do anything here, just directly create on the bucket. Okay, it will automatically configure everything. Just create a bucket here. It is simple step, just a one click step. Just need to specify the name of the bucket and your bucket will be created. Okay, now you can able to see my bucket 2036. Okay, see everything has the unique name. Just keep remember, while creating the bucket, everything must have the unique name. Okay, now if I go inside my bucket, so I can store anything. Just click here, upload, or you can drag anything and paste here. I'm just going here and uploading something. What add files? You can add a files. You can add an entire folder. You can add anything, and it does not have a storage limit. You can add up to terabyte. Till terabyte, you can add a data, but it will cost you. But S3 bucket will be costing you. It's just like a pay-per use. The storage you are using, it will cost you that much. Okay, so by this you can create your own bucket. I'm just showing you. I will add one file into this desktop. Okay, okay, there is a one file. Just I will check one simple file. I'm going to add. Okay, there is a Linux cheat sheet. I'm just storing into the bucket. Open, and yeah, see how easily in one click, just add file, selected file, and the bucket got now it is stored in here. See, 33.3 is my MB size, and this is the destination of the bucket. Now whoever the developer, whoever the coder, they can use this bucket. Just it required to remove that public access, because we are using this bucket at a global level. So that's why just we need to require that public access, like public access, that take mark I shown you, that we need to remove, that we require to remove. Okay,